Hello, Kavos here, and recently Casey Neistat made a video complaining about the fact that one of his videos got demonetized. What do you think, this is something new? The rest of us have been dealing with this for months. Well, Dead on Dave decided he wanted to do a little show and defend Casey Neistat's actions. Drummer 828 decided to call in to give his opinion on the matter.
Let's bring in my good buddy, the one, the only, Drummer 828. What's up, pal?
Hey, Dave, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. Sorry to keep you waiting, pal.
Yeah, so I was really split with this whole thing, I'd say. Like, at the very beginning, I was really pissed off looking at Casey Neistat's
Really?
video.
Why?
Well, my initial feelings for this would be like, you know, this isn't a brand new problem for everyone else on YouTube,
Right.
but it is a new problem for him. And it almost felt like the only reason he was speaking up and, you know, we need to do something about this just because it happened to him. Had this never happened
but does
to
that
him,
matter,
would
though?
he have made that video?
But does that matter to me? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think that matters to me.
Well, it sure seemed to matter when the gay YouTubers found out about restricted mode, Dave.
The point is, it's been around for a long time, and people are now touting it as the reason why YouTube should be held accountable for its hate mongering, that it's targeting these groups. But they didn't care when it was targeting the other communities, the commentary community or any other gaming channel or anybody who has made a living on YouTube. But I don't know, PewDiePie, for instance, PewDiePie, who has probably got a hell of a lot of videos that doesn't show up under restricted mode. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? What's the problem? And why are you being so concerned now because it's happening to you? Where was your false fucking outrage when it was happening to the rest of us? Because you didn't notice it until this fucking now. Like that, the video gets made. If it helps, but if it helps people, because here's the problem with it. And I'll let you go into more detail in just a second. But this is my whole problem with that, because you have to get into his heart. You have to get into his heart. You have to know exactly what he's thinking, exactly what he's feeling.
So, according to Dave, only psychics can have opinions on people.
And basically, you have to 100% be able to prove, at least to yourself, that he is a self-centered prick who cares about nobody else, even though there is things that can prove that otherwise with things that he's done in other collabs in the past with smaller YouTubers that Speedy Bird apparently can really fucking point out. I think it's really important to stress that, because you have to be able to prove this guy's a piece of shit. And I don't know if you can do that just by, I mean, you're basically calling him self-centered until the point that he's something that affected him. Now he wants to care. I don't know if that's fair or not. Yeah. I don't know if it's fair.
All right. Well, I mean,
but go ahead, please.
To be fair.
Well, no, well, then what's your point then? Because we're talking about.
Please allow me to refresh your memory.
And it almost felt like the only reason he was speaking up and, we need to do something about this just because it happened to him.
Dave, I'll allow you to make his point for him.
Why are you being so concerned now because it's happening to you? Where was your false fucking outrage when it was happening to the rest of us? Because you didn't notice it until this fucking now.
Well, okay,
it doesn't have to be fair.
What? It doesn't have to be fair. I can have my opinion on him.
Fair enough. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Fair enough. Take a knee, Dave.
So anyway, it was in my head. That's why I was pissed off at the beginning. Yeah. Like, dude, what the fuck you popping up in here all of a sudden? You want to get all, cranky because it happened to you. But it's been happening to other people. You've been totally fucking silent, hadn't said anything. Community thing, which is like this tired shit I hear from big YouTubers. Whenever they're in trouble, they're ready to round everybody up and let's talk about the community, guys. But like when they're not in trouble, when they're doing fine, you don't hear shit about community.
I don't think that's true. I think that it's only highlighted at these times. But the fact is, a lot of YouTubers, especially the vloggers, constantly talk about community. I know Casey's one of them. Constantly talks about his fan base. Constantly talks about the community. It's only being highlighted now because nothing gets done. And guess what? Nothing's going to get done because of this video. It's not like this is really going to change anything. It's probably not going to change a fucking thing. By the way, thank you very much, Supertubs, for another donation, even though I hate you. But it's again, it's going into his heart. And which I don't think you could do. It's tough to do.
can see through hearts, Dave.
You can't?
I'm magic.
Oh, are you?
That's
that's
I would
helpful.
say this though. I would say this though, man. It's like, you know, they bring up the YouTube community thing, and I say that I don't believe that YouTube is a community. I
Really?
don't believe that. I think that is a load of shit.
Really?
Let me tell you what YouTube is. YouTube is a group. It's a collective of cliques. And there's a hierarchy of cliques.
Welcome to Clicks versus Communities.
Well, that's a community.
And depending on
you just use two synonyms for community: group and clique. You just use two synonyms for community.
You know, Dave kind of does have a point there. Oh, fuck, not you. Set up for unfunny joke. Punchline?
a community, I would say there's more of an intention of communication and community. With Click, that's not the case.
I don't know. I mean,
would
you call this a community?
But,
what we're part of? I mean, we talk, we're interpersonal. We're actually friends. I consider us friends. I've tried to help you out in situations where I thought that you need. That's a community, right? This is a community.
We're the Dead on Dave community, yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's part of it to me. That's all. It's a section, just like you said. I guess I agree with that portion of it. It is a collection of different things, but we're all part of YouTube. And do we always want to help each other out?
Like that.
No, I do. I know I do. I love this community. It's because of YouTube that you guys are here. We're here on YouTube, so yeah, YouTube community.
As a whole, they want to group everybody in and say we're all a community, but there is no community unless it needs a leg up or some shit like that.
We're constantly fucking each other over, though, drummer. I mean, Jesus Christ. You talk about most of these goddamn big YouTubers, they're fucking each other over constantly. Fucking over bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers. I mean, if anybody is responsible for not having a real concise fucking community, it's us, the users, not YouTube, for not giving us enough campfires to sit around.
It's our fault for what, Dave? For not having a great community? Is that the point you're arguing now? Are you agreeing with Drummer 828 at this point?
I mean, Jesus Christ. They're not responsible for creating it. It's us for maintaining it.
So I don't know about that. But I will say this. I was really ticked off about the Casey Neistat thing at first for the reasons I explained that obviously you don't agree with, but I still agree.
Well, because I don't see how it if it helps people, if the video helps people, I don't see how it fucking has any bearing. To me, because again,
so to get through the rest of what I'm trying to say here, man.
Get to the point, goddammit.
I'm fucking trying.
You're not doing a very good fucking job, man. I'm sorry. You keep going.
I'm gonna start talking, and I'm not stopping until you
keep.
So
well, here's the thing, drummer.
Drummer went crazy.
drummer. If you could go 2 sentences without contradicting yourself, I wouldn't have to interrupt.
Dave, other than the debate over whether community and click mean the exact same thing, there's been no other possible contradictions that I can find. What the fuck are you talking about?
But if you want to continue, I wasn't going to be fucking mean about it, but now I guess I kind of have to, since you want to get me for cutting you off. Stop contradicting yourself, and I'll stop cutting you off. Now, once again, I'm going to let you try to go, and you can try. All right? Go ahead.
All right. So the whole point of me making this conversation was to say that I was conflicted and going in both ways on this. I was explaining why I was pissed off first, but then I was going to explain the reasoning behind that, where I came down and realized maybe this is a good thing. In fact, I'm also trying to fucking agree with you at this point in the conversation, Dave.
Well, get to the fucking point. Get to the point.
Christ. All right. This is fucking done, dude. Fucking hell. So yeah, I guess I'll sum it up. I'll take what I could get. Fuck Casey Neistat, but I'll take any fucking help I can get at this point.
Well, so I was helping you get to that point.
Never let Dave help you, ever.
And yet you still yelled at me.
I
was trying to help you get to that
point.
Well, luckily,
I love you, Dave.
Yeah, no, I don't think you do. I don't think you do very much, but that's completely fine.
Here's what you should do, though. Hang on to this little argument. Also, I want you to pay attention to the last time I called in and gave you my conspiracy theory about the whole changes on YouTube, and you argued with me on that.
Yeah.
Now I've been watching your show, man, and you ended up coming right around to some of the stuff that I was saying
Well,
that you
yeah,
argued with me hardcore against.
Yeah, I can change my mind when evidence presents. It's not my fault you didn't present a very good argument. That's not my fault. That's totally not my fault. But yeah, there are things that do change my mind. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hard to convince some people, man.
All right, Trevor. Oh, wait a second. You're a conspiracy theory. I'm the one who fucking helped point that motherfucker out. What are you talking about? Your whole goddamn. I'm one of the first people that pointed that fucking thing out.
I can send it to you on Twitter. I can send it to you on YouTube.
I helped you with that. But I helped you with that.
So after the loss of Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election, some very powerful people finally realized that the mainstream media has lost control of the establishment-approved narrative. YouTube was fingered as the most dangerous entity responsible for the loss of control. Big players in the media game decided to swoop in and buy out the bigger channels, while YouTube makes the smaller channels basically invisible to the public. Once all the moves have been made, all the big channels will be controlled, and the small channels will find it nearly impossible to continue to exist on the platform with any significant impact. And that's how you put a stranglehold on free thought and expression on the biggest open platform for freedom of speech, America!
Well, once again, was that from Alex Jones?
No, that's something that came out of my rotten little brain.
Oh, because I was about to trash that completely, and I was going to trash Alex Jones. Looks like I'll just be trashing you. That's absolute fucking...
I can take it, Dave. I can take it.
It's absolute retardation. I said what I always say in situations like that. I don't know. Pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. I love you, Dave.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
I love to argue with you, Dave. How about that?
You don't do it very well, but that's okay. All right, Drummer, you have yourself a good night.
Later, buddy.
Good Lord. He was heated. Oh, look at him. All angry and sweaty.
You know, I find it hilarious that you claim Drummer can't argue, when the entire video you'd never let him make an argument. If you're going to cut someone off, then you can't yell at them for not getting to the point. And so far, the only contradictions I've seen in this entire video are from you. That on Dave fucking exposed!